What is going on, everybody? Holden here, back on the Alacare channel, and today we're going to be doing another video for the Ultimate Red Zone. Today we're going to be facing off against Baby in the GT edition of the Ultimate Red Zone. We're going to be using, of course, TEQ Exchange Buu. This one is actually pretty hard because it's Doube INT back-to-back for the final two phases, and the final phase has an AoE. Now, this is not the team I'm going to be using. The good thing about Baby is that the AoE for him hits really hard, but by the time we get to the AoE phase, we'll have Super Buu out, and if I have 200k defense on Super Buu, like if he's supered enough times, then he only takes 95k from the AoE. So if he doesn't AoE a lot, then we can no-item it. If he AoEs a lot, then we can't do it. If he gets supered, we can't. Super Buu can actually live the super from in Grade 8 Baby, but he wouldn't be able to then live the consecutive normals and AoE attacks. But he would be able to live a stray one attack being aimed at Super Buu, and it's a stray super. He'd survive it if nobody else took damage that turn, and if the AoE didn't launch that turn. The odds of that happening are very asinine. I'm just saying Super Buu could do it with just 200k defense, and we've seen him get over 300k defense in these videos before. I think it was against Turles that he did. But yeah, so just saying, like, this is possible. A no item, of course, theoretically. It's just a matter of RNG. I don't know how many times I'm going to try to go for the no item on this one, and as a product, Brildo as well. I'll probably do a few attempts off camera after I've already beaten the stage, and then recording them, obviously, and then, you know, if I do manage to get it off, then I'll post it. But I don't really think we're going to get it here first try. We might. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we're going to be aiming for today. Obviously, we're going to bring this guy. The thing about this guy that's so cool, I'm not done link leveling him yet. I just started doing it now that I finished everybody for year 7, which is all the gods and the force. Videos will be coming out using those units, by the way. But this guy has very low stats. I think whenever he's fully built up, if mine was link level 10s, he'd have 200,000 defense, just under 200,000. He'd be like 196,000 defense fully built up. But what's cool about him is that his recovery recovers 30% HP whenever HP is 40% or less. This is repeatable. Like, he can repeatedly recover that much HP. That's really good. That's insanely good. Given the fact that you also heal from links, and you also heal at the start of turn with like Buu tanks and stuff like that, and Buikalo, like that heal is massive on this team. So that's why I'm running him, and he's also just like the best extreme fizz option other than like Fizz Cell, who again I don't have him like with dupes or link leveled, so it's not. Even if I have him link leveled, I wouldn't run him here, but he needs dupes to be good. I just don't have dupes in mind. Maybe I'll buy a dupe for him. I won't, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll pull a dupe for him. You know, we never know. And if I do, I'll come back to this, right? And I'll use this guy, and that'll make things a lot easier. But without one, he's just not good on the team. So we're gonna run Fizz Fat Buu, and then I think I might just go for Kid Buu here. I'm thinking Kid Buu. But the problem with Kid Buu is that AGL baby can really mix him up. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's probably our best option. He can reach 280k defense. If he's next to Buhan for the AoE Grade 8 Baby phase. I think that's like 280k. It might be 300k, actually. And if it's 300k, then that means that he's taking the AoE pretty easily. He'll take it for like 20k per AoE attack. So, yeah, I think we're definitely going to run him, actually. So let's see how this goes. We just need a little bit of luck, and then we can definitely do it. But again, it's a little bit of luck, right? Like, it's all in the luck. I actually saved this Rainbow Boot. Huh. Why? I don't understand that. Like, if you know the unit can't stack, then why give them this? Is it out of habit? Like, if the unit doesn't stack defense, then don't give them this. Give them this. Like, that's just going to help you out more, but whatever. But I'm actually just surprised that we found a... Why is he here? Can anybody explain this to me? I've seen him on the friends list so many times. Anyway, let's hop into the video. I saved this Rainbow TEQ Buu for this run. And let's give it a go. We're going to try to no item the first time. And then if that doesn't work, then the second one will use items. That is how these are going to be handled. So let's do this. Our opening rotation is actually really good. We even got Fizz Fat Buu in the last slot, which is fine by me. Don't mind him not showing up for a while. Let's actually leave things the exact way that they are. Though it sucks that I can't get a super with him, but that's okay. It's fine. I don't really mind that. Let's do this. Let's float off the friend, and then we'll float off mine, and then whenever they come back, they'll be skinny. That sucks. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. That's the worst possible scenario. We're dead. Best EZA, by the way. This was called the best EZA. Did you see that? TEQ Buu wouldn't have died, but he did. Unreal. Unreal, dude. That's... wow. Now, I knew I would have bad luck in these runs, but that was ridiculous. That wasn't even Buu's fault. I wish I understood why people called him so good, man. I wish I could. I get that's type disadvantage, but dude, a defensive ace. If you're a defensive ace, then why can't you handle type disadvantage? It's your job. Whatever, man. Well, thank God he's not on the rotation this time. Jesus Christ. I think we're still dead, though, because Fizz Fat Buu shouldn't be here. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see. We actually have a lot of links active now for our TEQ Buu. Let's see what his defense is. 66k. I mean, that's fine. What is yours? 100k here, huh? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll be able to heal up with Buuhan a little bit next turn if we survive. Oof, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nah, we're dead, unfortunately. If we had Kid Buu in the second slot or something like that, we might have been able to be okay, but nah. Yeah, if we had Kid Buu, we would have been fine. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Just got shut down real quick. Unfortunately, this guy didn't raise defense on Super. Wish he did. Would have really helped out, but alas, he does not. Well, I guess I'll make another video for this. Actually, I might just like wait till reset tonight and then do that again because that was just really bad luck for both Baby and Rildo. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for reset and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back and record some more videos because that was just, that's not even like his fault. It's really not his fault. He had to be in slot 1 because I didn't have Janimbu. And I mean, we tried to put him slot 1. He got slaughtered. So, yeah, it's just, that's just bad RNG, man. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, these runs are possible. It's just, you get what I'm getting right now, and it's just, it's horrible. But, yeah, I'll see you guys then. Okay, so, yeah, be back shortly. Hey, guys. So, I'm going to be looking back through this footage now, or I guess just commentating over this footage. So after my initial baby run, after my initial runs for basically every single red zone, after, I think it was after Cooler, I could not beat any of the other red zones first try. I think I couldn't, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't. One of them I actually had a really big problem with, but I'll get to that later. So for now, I'll just talk about Baby, right? So I'm not going to explain or talk about the other red zone stages I've beaten because this guy's obviously coming out before I do any other red zone or before I drop any other red zone videos past him. So I won't be mentioning those except for that little bit that I did. But I didn't say I won. Anyway, so, yeah, so a lot of these videos that are going to be coming out after this are commentary over them. They will have their initial runs, some of them will, and then they'll have a future update to the video, right? You know, to see where we got after the anniversary was all said and done. For this video, this is the winning run against the Baby boss with TEQ Buu's team. There is audio. It's muted for me right now because I don't want to blast my eardrums. But yeah, you guys can hear it, hopefully. This run was very difficult. I honestly think this is probably one of the harder red zone stages. I even told myself that this is probably like the hardest one outside of maybe Broly. I told myself going into the red zone that I think Baby is going to be tougher than Omega. I'm not going to spoil if that's true or not. I will just say that towards the end of Red Zone, all of these bosses got really, really hard. Shocker. I think the only one that didn't cause me too much trouble was Bojack, but there's something really unfortunate about Bojack. But we'll get to that whenever we get to that. I'm not going to, again, I don't want to talk about it too much. So anyways, in this phase against Baby, there's a lot of problems that come up, and these same problems are shared with a bunch of the other red zone stages. It's just a lot harder with Baby, you know, up till now. And that's that you can't really debuff, stun, or seal him in his first phase. Now, the reason why that's like a big deal, clutch dodge, we would have lost the run if they didn't dodge. Like, that's literally the reason why we won the run. But the reason, because then the Fat Buu gets the full heal. I'll talk about that Fat Buu in a minute here. But you know, the thing about Baby that's different from the other bosses is that he hits really, really hard in that first phase. Like, up till now, he was the hardest hitting, like, phase 1 enemy, I'm pretty sure. I might be a little bit wrong, but I know that he's one of the hardest hitting ones. I mean, I guess I could check right now. But the reason why that's such a big deal is that Fat Buu, you know, TEQ Exchange Buu, in the Fat Buu form really, really, really needs to not be destroyed right away. And Skinny Buu would also like to stun and seal, because if we can stun and seal in the first phase, then that means that Skinny Buu actually can be guarded. Like, he can be protected, not guarded, but, you know, because guard is a thing, but he can be protected is what I'm trying to say. And that's obviously extremely important whenever we're talking about beating this stage and beating any red zone stage right away. It's just making sure that Skinny Buu and Fat Buu can be protected. So here you see that I decide to put Kid Buu in the first slot. Now there's two ways that this can go down. Baby can super me and kill me right away. Or we can just pray to God that Kid Buu gets off a lot of additionals. So let's see what happens here. 55,000. And we should be taking double digits after this. Now another big issue with Baby is that he's tech right away. Whenever they're tech right away, it's horrible. Whenever they're tech right away, Jesus Christ, I'll have to cut that out. I have a problem with my team build, and that's that I have AGL 17. AGL 17 on a regular team, right? He's actually not that bad. On a regular team, 17 can tank really well because he has the stats. On this team, he doesn't, which you're about to see here, I think, or does he dodge? No, yeah, 200k. And he was literally fully built up after that. Again, it is type disadvantage, but it's literally like the first phase, and he took 200k to the face fully built up. So, obviously, that's not good. But what I was going to say, and as you can see, I'm trying to prioritize boot tanks here. What I was going to say is that it's really hard because that takes off another tank that I really need for this first phase to hide Buu. As soon as Buu can get into Super Buu or Evil Buu, if you can debuff and stun and all that, or if you can seal and stun and all that stuff, Evil Buu's fine. And even as a floater, he's kind of okay. But Fat Buu, no. So I need tanks. Kid Buu can't tank right away. I mean, he has to in some of these rounds, but he does it. It's not preferable for him to do so. And Super 17 can't tank against these tech enemies because he's only getting 130% defense from the leader skill because he's not a Majin Buu. Every other unit on this team build right here that you see is getting full 170% to every single stat. 17 is only getting it to HP and attack. By the way, Skinny Buu does not need to dodge all those attacks. I mean, he just did it because he's cool, but he didn't need to. Obviously, because he's only taking 25k per normal. And now he's just being a god. So, again, like, you know, like, Skinny Buu can be good. It's just, Fat Buu is just not, he can't do it. Whenever he has type advantage, sure. Outside of that, no. Speaking of Fat Buu, let me finally get around to talking about Fizz Fat Buu, okay? So the reason Fizz Fat Buu is here is because he has this ability, right? It's really, really good. It's actually kind of underrated, this unit is, and I think he was underrated whenever he came out. This specific ability is actually really strong. So what he does is that he recovers 30% HP whenever you're below 40%. And normally, he's taking a lot of damage here, but we had to gamble. He still takes 50k fully built up, I know, but I'll explain later. So normally, those heals, whenever you fall below a certain HP threshold, normally those heals would be like, it would be like once only, but in this instance, it's not. So real quick, I actually had to stop the recording here. So what I did, whenever I was doing this winning run, I was actually at my girlfriend's house. So I was kind of just like vibing with her. So as you can see, the video stops. Then we hop into this next turn. I do one turn real quick. here with these units. And then after that turn's immediately over, I have to stop the recording. Like, it's about to stop in like 30 seconds or something like that, or 20 seconds. So yeah, that happens. I'm just explaining why there's a little bit of a cut. But anyway, back to Fizz Fat Buu. The reason why he's so good is because his heal, his 30% HP, whenever you drop below 40%, it stacks. Or not stacks, but it's not limited. It's unrestricted. It just keeps happening. It's not once only. He can do it as many times as he wants. So that means that every time he shows up and we're below 40% HP, he heals me back by 30%, plus the links. Hold on, let me start this next video for myself. Plus the links to where he already heals, which I believe he has the healing link. Yeah, he has infinite regeneration, so he heals with infinite regeneration. That's 3% per Majin boost. That's 3% from him and 3% from the person that he's linking with. So already that's 36% HP recovered if you're below 40%, plus whatever HP the Buu he's linking with heals in their kit. And you have yourself a really nice healer. And another thing is that on this team build, my Fizz Fat Buu can reach just under 200k defense, fully built up without support on this team. And the reason why that's such an important thing is that he has type advantage, and my Fizz Fat Buu actually has 22 type defense boost and hidden potential system. Now, the reason why I went with type defense boost and not the HP recovery boost potential skill, which is the Green Goku head, the reason why I went with type defense boost is simply because type defense boost enables him to tank better whenever he has type advantage, obviously, and that's more important because this guy doesn't stack. He doesn't really get that high of defense, so him healing doesn't matter to me. I need him to tank with advantage, and that's the whole reason why I'm bringing him, is because he has type advantage. In the final phase, you're going to see this Fat Buu absolutely cook Baby and Grade 8 Baby. And it's honestly, it's amazing, because like if I didn't have him, I don't think I'd be able to do this. Another thing that you're going to see is TEQ Super Buu absolutely go hog wild in this event. As you can see here, Buu is just cooking Baby. Like, it's really not even close. Like, Baby can't do anything to him. There's more healing. And now, honestly, I leave Fizz Fat Buu here. I'm floating off 17 because I know that Fizz Fat Buu is able to tank better than 17 in this fight, as well as having that heal and having Majin links for my Majin Buu units. So that's exactly what we're doing here. And I think he stays on main rotation the rest of the fight, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're moving on to the next phase here. I might be a little bit behind commentary-wise. I'm going to try and fix that in post-editing, but we'll see. So let's look at this turn right here. So it is turn, what is that? I think it's turn 12, and we finally got Super Buu off. That can happen sometimes. No, it's turn 10. That can happen sometimes whenever you're running this team build. But look at Buu here. He's still not... what was his defense at? Hold on, let me look back at that. Buu sorry, I'm probably really behind now. Buu is still not a 350k defense even, and yet people call him really good. Like, I mean, I don't know. Look at Kid Buu cooking here. He's doing an amazing job. 6.1 million, pretty insane, honestly. Now my commentary is probably gonna stuck because I went back and forth. But yeah, no, Kid Buu cooks. So here you see Super Buu doing 3.4 million. Now watch what he does here against this super big one. Watch how he tanks. Additional. You're seeing it now. Now here it comes. Y'all ready? Only 40k. Type disadvantage against the second to last phase. Only 40k. Is that good? In the red zone? Is that good? So, yeah, pretty obvious to see here. He's pretty good. Very good unit. As I told you guys, Fizz Fat Buu is literally eating these for double digits. And now here comes Jinbuu stacking more and more. Jinbuu is honestly like the best unit on this team outside of like STR Kid Buu, I think. But since my STR Kid Buu is not rainbowed, I would say honestly Jinbuu might just be the best unit here. Just really, like, he outperforms every single unit on this team. I think the way I would rank is I'd go like Jinbuu, like STR Kid Buu, Buu Tanks, Exchange Buu, and then 17. If 17 had the full 170, I'd like 17 more, but he doesn't, and I feel like Subaru just ends up doing more for the team with his healing and stuff. So, now we're getting closer and closer to the last phase. I'm leaving S-tier Kid Buu on rotation mainly because I know that as soon as we go into the Grade 8 phase, I'm going to pop Buu Tanks' active skill to go into Buuhan, and we're going to get that Big Bad Bosses link active, and we're going to just kill him as fast as possible. We need to get out of Grade 8 as fast as possible. Another thing that I would like to mention, I also said that, in the beginning of all doing these runs, I said that I wanted to no-item all of these fights. And I said that it was possible, and it is possible. It's very possible to no-item this fight. You just need really good RNG, and you need a better box than mine. That's the main thing. You need to have a better box than my box. If I could take off the Super 17 and the Fizz Fat Buu and replace them with Fizz LR Cell with 2 dupes Link level 10 and AGL Cell with 2 dupes Link level 10, then this fight would be infinitely easier to no item, and I could probably do it first try. Maybe not first try, maybe third try, it doesn't matter, we'd get it done. And those are like the kind of scenarios that would facilitate a no-item run against this fight, even with double TEQ Exchange Buu. And again, it's possible. I know it's possible. So here we are. We've not used a single item up till this point. About to reach the final phase of this very, very long red zone battle. Not the longest one. That would be the Shadow Dragons. But this one also still takes quite a while. And honestly, going up against Super Baby 2, he's hard, but like he's honestly not that bad. I've said honestly a lot. He's really not that bad. It's the final phase and the fact that you go from this Super Baby 2 being int to the final phase being int with AoEs. That's whenever it's just too much. AoE STR Broly is really powerful. I don't want to undersell him, but he doesn't have type advantage against Super Buu. Baby does. And Baby doesn't just launch one AoE. He launches multiple. We go straight into Buu Tanks here. Or straight into Buuhan here. I don't remember if I, like, take it back or not. Yeah, I can do a 340k defense right there. With Big Bad Bosses live. He's at 55%. No support. And he gets a defense raise on super attack. So, like, 340k defense, right? After one super attack, he's at 442,000 defense. If he does 2 supers, he's at 544,000 defense. Again, 55%, not on a 2% leader skill, and with no support. That's pretty insane. So now we're heading into the big boy territory, and we still have like 10 minutes left of this recording, so you guys can see that this is a very long and hard battle. I don't know if I popped an item this turn. I don't think I did. Another reason why this recording might be long is because, like, I think I might have just, like, left to do stuff with my girlfriend for a minute. I don't remember. But, yeah, so this run is pretty much wrapping up. I still have to record commentary for a few other... Look at that, 18k. He's tanking well. Better than Super 17 here. That's why I brought him. Because he just eats that stuff. Whereas Super 17, he can't really do that. Here he goes. He's doing 1.9 million. Not the greatest, but if he crits, you can see he almost does half a health bar, which is doesn't sound like a lot, but whenever you're using this kind of team, it definitely is. Super 17 once again just tanking so poorly. I mean, it's not really his fault. I mean, it's 130% leader skill. He's only got like what 2 defense links active right now: Fuse Fighter and Shocking Speed. Like, it's really, I mean, like, it's not his fault that this is what's happening. He also hasn't super attacked yet. But even still, even post super, he's still taking 20k. You know, it's still less than the Fat Buu. And obviously Jinin Buu. But Jinin Buu is just like the best unit here. So, yeah. Even against Broly, Jinin Buu is like the best unit. So I believe this is the turn where I used an item. But I could be wrong. I can't remember if I used an item here or if I just went, you know, like, fuck it. Let me see. How many groups attacks were there? Was there just one? There was just one. Yeah, I did not item here. Let's see how this goes. So he immediately supers. And Buuhan gets stunned. Now it's coming back to me how this run went. I remember this. 6.69, by the way, no support. No support. No item live. 55%. Okay. Sorry about that. I was chewing on some ice there. But yeah, it's coming back to me. What happened here? Buuhan kept getting stunned. Literally every turn, it felt like. Every turn. Here I had to pop the item. I didn't bring Whis because I didn't expect this to be the winning run, by the way. I just wanted to clarify that. So we didn't pop a Whis here because we didn't have one. But yeah, like Buuhan kept getting stunned. If he didn't get stunned, this fight would have been over so much faster. But we just got really bad RNG. Like abhorrently bad RNG. Also 100k for Super Buu there. It didn't look that good, but he had no stacks. He only had one super stack. He had no support. Precision and 2% leader skill. None of these Buus are rainbowed, I don't think either. So I mean, honestly, like it's really not that bad performance there. 100k from an AOE from the final phase of Super Baby 2, like a type disadvantage. That's pretty damn good if you ask me. 56k now after he super attacks. There is an item live, granted. And there's the dodge. I mean, honestly, he's doing great. I'm definitely gonna have to edit this commentary though, because I already know that I am not synced whatsoever with this video. I might make a mental note to do that, because I do actually have to record some Janemba runs before reset drops. Because, spoiler, I still haven't beaten Janemba at the time of recording this commentary. It looks like I have an hour to do so. Okay. So, yeah, this run, again, as you can see there, Buuhan got, stunned, because why wouldn't he? 6.1 from Kid Buu, once again, just proving why he's dominant and unstoppable, as a fully built up unit there. No additionals, no crits from Kid Buu. Not that they're necessary. Double digits. There is an item live, though, to be fair. 2.6 from the most overrated EZA of all time. Okay, so we've used one item, and he's at only 3 health bars down. So that's not the greatest, obviously. And, ooh, I think we had to use another item like right away, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure, right? So Janemba at 930,000 defense. Yeah, so this is where the Whis would have came in handy, but it's okay. So the problem was that I'm pretty sure I needed to... Ooh, I should have went with the rainbow order. I don't know why I did that. That was a misplay. I'm pretty sure I needed Buuhan to get the Dokkan tech, but we got unlucky. So it's just another example of what I mean. Like, you know, like bad luck just really kills the run, you know. And then he stunned my Fat Buu. However, stunning the Fat Buu ended up giving us the Dokkan attack with Buuhan the next turn. So long as he doesn't get stunned, which I don't remember if he did or not. No additional super from Super Buu here, and I remember thinking that this was it. I was dead. But then he did that, which was just huge. Like, absolutely massive dub right there. And then I ended up going with that. And I remember crossing my fingers that he wouldn't stun this turn, because if he did, then the run was basically dead. Like our RNG for this fight was so bad. He didn't stun, thankfully, so Buuhan does get his Dokkan attack off. 5.5 million on turn 20 as a stacking unit is horrible. It's actually terrible. He's so overrated. So overrated. I mean, like, I think he's like the 3rd or 4th best unit on the team. I think he's like the 3rd. But, like, even still, dude, he should be a lot better for how much people, like, suck him off. But anyway, he does massive damage. He doesn't crit because he's a bum. He's a fraud. He's a bad unit. And now it's looking like I might die because he didn't crit. And then he gets stunned anyway, you know, just to rub it in. 6.69 from Kid Buu here. pretty good considering, again, he's 55%, you know, no support, no attack equips either. And then Kid Buu comes in with the crit to save the run and give us a fighting chance. All we have to do is just show back up on this rotation. Again, if we can just survive until that turn, then we basically have won. So obviously here we take it in AoE. It gets a little bit sketchy, but you know, Super Buu is able to get off a super attack before we get hit again. Super Buu gets a clutch crit, an absolutely insane crit, and then we heal back up to full. No Super Buu on this rotation, so we don't need to worry about the AoE attack. So we go with that. And I remember leaving all those Fizz Orbs, that way we can heal again next turn, because we're about to take a lot of damage from all these AoEs. So, yeah, that about wraps this one up. As you can see, we're going to just win the next turn. This was very hard. This took me like maybe 20 attempts, 30 attempts, something like that, in total. It was very difficult. Most of my deaths ended up from the first phase, and they were all caused by AGL Super 17, I think. Except for, like, I think, like, I'd say, like, maybe 80% of them were Super 17 getting supered and dying. And then, like, the 20% of them were just, like, tech fat dudes getting killed. Because that does happen. Every time I made it past the first phase, I basically made it to AoE. Like, every single time. Super Baby 2 never killed me. Super Baby 1 never killed me. I always made it to AoE Baby. And I think on the third time that I made it to him, I think this is the third time or the second time. I think this, no, this might be the second time. On the second time that I made it to AoE Baby, I won. So it's just that first phase, having to deal with having Super 17 there. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, sorry that there's no live commentary for this. But yeah, so here's TEQ Exchange Buu, double TEQ Exchange Buu, beating Red Zone Baby. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.